597, class 597, welcome. Our paragraphs, you remember? Paragraph number 113. I started it momentarily in the last class yesterday. One thing I can't stand about these instruction manuals is that they take for granted that you know electronics before you buy the machine. When I bought mine, I ended up having to pay a fellow to show me how to operate it. This is true. Today, I don't know if it's still true. But in the 1970s, especially the 1980s, computers began to appear. In the late 1970s, the Apple II, Apple II, the first, Apple I was the first personal computer, but it didn't have a screen. Apple II had a little screen. And then the MS-DOS, Bill Gates and those PCs, the PCs, personal computers. All right, personal computers. And then the Macintosh. All right. But at the beginning, and we had Spectrum, Olivetti, and Olympia, and all kinds of. But I remember the instruction manuals. I remember I bought a computer for the first time in my life. And in the instruction manual, it said, boot up the computer. Boot is botas, llevar botas, no? Boot up the computer. What does that mean? O sea, turn on. O sea, enciende el ordenador. Turn on. They boot up the computer. Okay. They're speaking in technical language. And for a person like me who's not technical. So, una cosa que yo no aguanto. Escucha. One thing I can't stand. Stand como estar de pie. Pero significa soportar o aguantar. Y casi siempre no, siempre creo yo, es con can. En español decís, yo no aguanto estas luces. Ya no aguanto estas luces. No solo es decir, ya no puedo aguantar estas luces. Pero en inglés, el puedo es obligatorio. I can't stand these lights. De esta forma se me repatean, me repugnan. No los aguanto. No hay quien aguante esta luz. I can't stand these lights. I can't stand. So, una cosa que no aguanto. One thing I can't stand about these instruction manuals, manual de instrucciones. One thing I can't stand about these instruction manuals is that they take for granted that you know electronics before you buy the machine. Yeah, I bought the machine. A computer. I bought the machine. And then the instruction manuals. All right. Boot up the computer. What does that mean? You say, I suppose, okay, turn on. How? Where? Where's the button? Yeah, you look here. The button. Where's the button? Here? Here? Where do I turn? Especially Apple. Where is the button? All right. And so, dan por sentado que sé de electrónica. They take for granted that I know electronics. They take for granted. Toman por concedido, literalmente. Dan por sentado, dan por supuesto que ya sabes. Okay. One thing I can't stand about these instruction manual de instrucciones, instruction manuals is that they take for granted that you know electronics before you buy the machine. Yeah, they take for granted. To take for granted. Se usa mucho take for granted. De hecho, se dice, no me tomes por sentado. No me des por sentado. Se dice, mira, préstame. O sea, yo soy importante. Don't take me for granted. Especially a girlfriend to a boyfriend. Teenagers. Jimmy? Yeah. Yes, Julie. Don't take me for granted. There are other boys who are interested in me. So pay attention to me and treat me right. Don't take me for granted. como si siempre voy a estar a tu lado. No me des por sentada. ¿Sí? ¿Entiendes? Don't take me for granted. To take for granted. So one thing I can't stand. To grant is conceder, obsequiar incluso, pero conceder. De hecho, a grant es una beca. A scholarship, a grant. Pero es una beca para investigación o similar. No es una beca académica puramente. That's a scholarship, but a grant. I received a grant to do research. All right, but to take for granted is dar por sentado. One thing I can't stand about these instruction manuals is that they take for granted that you know electronics before you buy the machine. When I bought mine, cuando compré la mía, o sea, la máquina mía, when I bought mine, I ended up having to pay a fellow to show me how to operate it. Yeah, the machine. I had the machine. Yeah. This machine. Let's see. All right. I don't understand it. They take for granted that I know electronics. You know, I bought this machine and I ended up hiring, ¿no? I ended up having to pay. Acabé teniendo que pagar a un técnico, a un tipo, para que me enseñara cómo operar la máquina. I ended up. Terminé por tener que pagar. I ended up having to pay. Terminé por tener que pagar a un técnico. Bueno, un tipo, un individuo, a fellow, a person, a guy. I ended up having to pay a guy. I ended up having to pay a fellow to teach me, to show me how to operate it. Yeah, to show me how to operate it. So, one thing I can't stand about these instruction manuals is that they take for granted that you know electronics before buying the machine. When I bought mine, I ended up having to pay a fellow to show me how to operate it. And he said, Richard, it's easy. Look, you simply take it and you can take it out. You see? You can remove it like that. I didn't realize. I didn't think you can. You can remove it like this. Wow, okay. Well, the instruction manual didn't say that. Okay. And then, you see, you can move it back and forth like that. Oh, the instruction manual didn't say that. And I'm paying you. It's very simple. Yeah. Yes, but I ended up having to pay. Terminé teniendo que pagar. Terminé por tener que pagar. I ended up having to pay a fellow to show me how to do it, or how to operate it. Operarlo, hacerle funcionar. To operate, no solo es operar, es hacer funcionar. Para hacerlo funcionar bien. To operate it. So, one thing I can't stand about these instruction manuals is that they take for granted that you know electronics before you buy the machine. When I bought mine, I ended up having to pay a fellow to show me how to operate it. You understand now? Okay. Actúo bien, eh? It helps. All right. Tendría que hablar con las manos atadas atrás. So my hands help you understand. But I need to do it without using my hands, all right? So, paragraph 114, okay? No, I'm sorry. You'll have to find someone else to do that job. I'm too cold-natured to live in a place like that. Even here, where the temperature hardly falls below 15 degrees. Even here, where the temperature hardly drops below 15 degrees, I have to wear a t-shirt under my normal shirt just to keep warm. Okay, wow. just to keep warm, solo para mantenerme calentito. Soy muy friolero. Yes. No, I'm sorry. You'll have to find someone else to take that job. They have offered me a job. Yeah. They have an incredible job. The salary is 300,000 euros a year. Toma. Yeah. It's incredible. But it's on Baffin Island. Now, Baffin Island, Isla de Baffin. Yeah. Baffin Island is an enormous island. Es más grande que España, pero es una isla. En el norte de Canadá, cerca del Polo Norte. Up there. Yeah. The population of Baffin Island is about 12,000 people. Bigger than Spain, but 12,000 people. Really. I mean, I don't know how big Baffin Island is. We're going to find out. Marta, voy a quitar el modo avión un momento. She's, because it can cause problems. And we're going to find out Baffin Island. Creo que es B-A-F-F-I-N. Baffin. La isla de Baffin. Doble F en medio. Si quieres, Marta, if you want to check, to teach your little boy. Mira, vamos a ir a Baffin Island. All right, Baffin Island. La isla de Baffin es una gran isla. Okay. Baffin Island. All right, let's find in English. And I'll tell you how big Baffin Island is. Let's see, Baffin Island, the population is 13,000 people. 13,000 people. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's see, how big is it? Area, 507,000 square kilometers. Now, Spain, peninsular Spain, is 495,000. So it's just a little bigger than peninsular Spain. However, it's very close to the North Pole. It's in the north of Canada. The average temperature, I don't know. The climate. Okay, the climate. The high, let's see, -9 degrees. La temperatura anual media, -9. Anual media, temperatura media. Okay. All right, that's the average. Maybe in the summertime, llega hasta 3/0, quién sabe. I don't know, but it's very cold. But they offered me a job. 300,000 euros. Wow. It's, and what's good is you can't spend any money. There's nothing, there's not even movies, okay? So I can save the money. But I said no. The person offered me, Baffin Island. No, thank you. No, I'm sorry. No, lo siento. No, I'm sorry. You'll have to find someone else to take the job, to take that job. Tendrás que encontrar a otra persona para aceptar ese empleo. You'll have to find. Mira, fíjate en la fonética. Tendrás que encontrar. You'll have to find. Dos cosas. You'll. Hielo, hiedra, you'll. Como pull, tira para acá. You'll have. Y la V de have suena F fuerte porque es tener que, obligación. You'll have to find someone else, somebody else, otra persona. No decimos another person. Es correcto, pero no se dice. You'll have to find another person. You'll have to find someone else to do that job. Me no. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. You'll have to find someone else to do that job. Yes. I'm too cold-natured. I'm too cold, -natured. Frío naturalizado. O sea, literalmente, friolero. Soy demasiado friolero. I'm too cold, cold-natured. Cogiendo la palabra naturaleza y convirtiéndolo en un adjetivo, sustantivo adjetivizado. I'm too cold-natured. Yes, I'm too cold-natured to live in a place like that. Baffin Island, my God, I'm too cold-natured to live in a place like that. Even here, where the temperature hardly ever, casi nunca, hardly ever, almost always, hardly ever, almost always, casi siempre, almost always, hardly ever, apenas si alguna vez. Hardly is apenas. Drops below 15 degrees. Yeah. Yes. Here the temperature, here. Estoy hablando desde Lima, Peru. The capital of Peru is Lima. It's interesting. The temperature in Lima is always between 14 and 19 degrees. Always. Yeah. When it's below 14, people are shivering. Yeah. It's over 19, people are sweating. All right. And so it's, and the sky is always gray. Blue sky, it's interesting. In Lima, cuando hay cielo azul, dicen, va a haber terremoto. They said there's going to be an earthquake when there's a blue sky. It's a strange city. It's an interesting city, but it's a strange city, Lima. The food is very good. Yes, comida peruana, it's very, very good. La fusión japonesa, latinoamericana, it's very, very good. But interesting city. Yes, but the temperature hardly ever falls below 15 degrees, and it doesn't rain very often, but it's humid. Es un poco húmedo, pero sin lluvia. It doesn't rain very often. It's a strange climate. All right. No, I'm sorry. You'll have to find someone else to take that job. I'm too cold-natured to live in a place like that. Even here in Lima, even here, where the temperature hardly ever drops or falls. Ambos valen, cae debajo de los 15 grados. Hardly ever drops below 15 degrees. I have to wear a t-shirt under my normal shirt just to keep warm. Simplemente para no entrar en calor. To keep warm is entrar en calor. To keep warm. All right, to keep warm. Yes, ando yo caliente, voy a decir la gente. Yeah, to keep warm. All right. Yes, I have to wear a t-shirt. A t-shirt is una camiseta. Yeah, underneath, I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's not true. I'm not wearing a t-shirt. In fact, I never wear a t-shirt under a shirt. Well, hardly ever. Hardly ever, maybe once every 5 years, okay? For some reason. I mean, the temperature outside is 15 degrees below zero. In that case, maybe yes. But I never wear a t-shirt under my normal shirt. But I wear a t-shirt sometimes when I go to bed at night. I sleep in a t-shirt. Yeah, a t-shirt and nothing else. Just a t-shirt. All right. But in any case. So, even here, incluso aquí donde vivimos, usted y yo, where the temperature hardly ever drops below 15 degrees, I have to wear a t-shirt under my normal shirt. I have to, otra vez, obligación con sonido de F dura. Have to. I have to wear a t-shirt under my normal shirt simplemente para just to keep warm. Mantenerme calentito. Just to keep warm, to keep warm, to keep warm, to keep warm. Hot? No, warm. Yes, warm. Just to keep warm. All right, one more time. No, I'm sorry. You'll have to find someone else to take that job. Yes, I'm too cold-natured to live in a place like that. Yes, even here, where the temperature hardly ever drops below 15 degrees. I have to wear a t-shirt under my normal shirt just to keep warm. Just to keep warm. Are you cold-natured or warm-natured? Warm. She's warm-natured. Tiene corazón caliente, manos frías. Cold hands, a warm heart. Okay. No lo decimos en inglés. We don't have that expression. But if you say it, it's understandable. You say, whoa, your hands are cold. Said, yes, cold hands mean a warm heart. Significan, mean a warm heart. All right. Paragraph 115. See? No. No, 115 in the next class, okay? Or in the future class. Focus. Let's go to our learn to speak up, shall we? Learn to speak up. Where are we? On list number 21, page 112. Page 112, okay? The present perfect versus the past. He comido, comí. He visto, vi. All right. He visto 3 películas esta semana. I've seen 3 movies this week. I've seen 3 films this week. I've seen 3 picture shows, pero ya no se dice. I've seen 3 movies this week. Yes. Vi 3 películas la semana pasada. I saw 3 films last week. I've seen 3 this week. I've seen 3 this week, and I saw 3 last week. Le vi hace 3 segundos. I saw him 3 seconds ago. Claro, en español dicen, le he visto hace un momento. Hace un momento ya has pasado. En inglés le vi. Pero aquí en España se dice, le he visto hace 3 segundos. Estaba. Le he visto, pero en inglés es imposible. Le vi, porque ya no está aquí. Ahora, le he visto 10 veces en lo que va de mes. Eso sí, porque el mes no ha terminado. Pero hace un momento es un momento de la historia que ha terminado. Ahora estamos en este momento, no en aquel momento. All right. Le vi hace 3 segundos. I saw him 3 seconds ago. No le he visto hoy. Hoy todavía no he terminado. I haven't seen him today. I haven't seen him today. ¿Qué has hecho hoy? What have you done today? Claro, hoy no he terminado. What have you done today? ¿Qué hiciste esta mañana? What did you do this morning? Con esta frase se entiende que ya no es por la mañana, ya es por la tarde. ¿Qué hiciste esta mañana? Claro, ahora son las 6 de la tarde, ahora mismo. Entonces, en castellano, en español de España, hoy, ¿qué has hecho esta mañana, Marta? Siendo las 6 de la tarde. Y es correcto. Oye, esta mañana, ¿qué has hecho? ¿Has hecho algo importante esta mañana? En inglés no. Hiciste algo esta mañana. Porque esta mañana ha terminado. Ahora es esta tarde. You understand? It's a period of time that has ended. Start and end. And so you have to use the simple past. What did you do this morning? What did you do this morning? All right. Let's see. ¿Qué han dicho? Oye, ¿qué han dicho? ¿Qué han dicho? ¿Qué han dicho? What did they say? ¿Qué dijeron? What have they said? No tiene sentido en inglés. What did they say? Porque ya no tiene la boca abierta hablando. ¿Qué dijeron? What did they say? En Latinoamérica se dice así mucho. What did they say? ¿Qué dijeron cuando te vieron? What did they say when they saw you? What did they say when they saw you? What did they say when they saw you? What did they say? What did they say? What did they say when they saw you? What did they say when they saw you? Mecánica gramatical, agilidad, practícalo. What did they say when they saw you? What did they say when they saw you? ¿Qué dijeron cuando te vieron? Cuando te vieron. What did they say when they saw you? ¿Qué te dirán cuando te vean mañana? What will they say when they see you? What will they say when they see you? What did they say when they saw you? Claro, esta agilidad, malabarismo gramatical de mantener las pelotas en el aire. This requires practice. ¿Qué dijeron cuando te vieron? ¿Qué dirán cuando te vean? ¿Y qué te dicen cada día que te ven? All right. What do they say when they see you? What did they say when they saw you? What will they say when they see you? All right. That's practicing language. Eso es practicar idioma. Mecánica gramatical. I mean, I'm still, despite my age, I still have good motor skills. Capacidad motrices. I still have good motor skills. Yes. And so, yeah, I can do things, like that. I can still do these things, okay? Can you do that? You can do that? Yeah? No? You can't do this. Watch. You see? I'll show you how to do it. You do that, and then you twist. You see? You're going to teach your little boy, Victor, right? You're going to teach him to do this. All right? Okay. But in any case, I forgot what I was talking about. Motor skills. If you want to speak English, understanding is different. If you want to speak English, well, you have to practice. Rafa Nadal practica 1000 veces cada movimiento en la pista. Una y otra vez. He never stops practicing the same reactive and proactive movements on the tennis court. You have to do the same thing. Yes, ¿qué dijeron cuando te vieron? What did they say when they saw you? What did they say when they saw you? All right, últimamente no le hemos pedido ayuda. Okay. Lately, we haven't asked them. Lately, con lately siempre presente perfecto. Lately, they haven't. No le hemos pedido ayuda a ellos. No le hemos pedido ayuda a él. Lately, we haven't asked him for help. Hey, when was the last time you asked him for help? I don't remember. Lately, we haven't asked him for help. Asked him. But now I'm asking you for help because I have to go. See you tomorrow.